One. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Really Drinks. We are at episode 8. It's me, Dennis, with Mike again, and we're here to talk about some movie news, and I've got a couple of reviews for you guys. To get right to it, it's been I got a pretty big list of what we can talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is Super Bowl. A big thing that happens every year, and a lot of movie companies invest in getting some trailers out there, and I got a couple of the big ones here. We'll get to probably the biggest one that we like the most last, I guess. First one is, did you see the Hobbs and Shaw trailer, the Fast and Furious spinoff movie?
No.
No?
No, I have no interest in these movies.
No, don't blame me. Like, even this one, like, I'm a fan of it. I've seen them all, and this one here is just like stretching.
I've seen, maybe, I didn't watch the trailer, but I've seen people talking about it.
Yeah.
And saying that, so Idris Elba is the villain and he takes something to make him a superhuman?
Yeah.
So
And,
that's a thing in this universe?
Yeah,
that
now superhuman.
This movie that started off this
And
franchise with,
I've had people say, like, well, that's the only way you can have someone, like, fight the Rock fairly. Like, you put Idris Elba up against her. But it's like, no, you can have, like, if you're good at fighting, you're good at fighting.
Yeah.
So just have him, like, as a martial artist or something.
Yeah.
Someone knows what he's doing while they're fighting.
Yeah.
And,
Like, I could buy someone, like, yes, it doesn't really make sense, but yeah, if it's choreographed well
Yeah.
and it makes sense, then yeah, I can buy someone getting some good hits in on the
Right.
Rock and knocking them over.
So, and like another thing in this trailer, the laughable part was the very end is like you see Idris Elba jump out a window and he's like running down the building
Right.
with like
Spider-Man.
on his feet, like not crawling or anything, just
Yeah.
running down, no cord, but everyone else around him has these cords, whatever, and you got like the Rock, so he like jumps out the window and he's jumping from goon to goon and whatnot, and it's the classic, because like it all because in the last Fast and Furious movie, you had the Rock and Jason Statham's character, they didn't like each other, but their
But they
chemistry
worked
was
together.
good.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, oh man, they were fighting together. Let's make a whole movie about their dynamic. And like it's weird because like they got along together in this one, but by the end of Fast and Furious 8, they're all part of the family now, which is like their group.
Yeah, even Jason Statham's character.
Yeah,
He
which is
started off as a villain, right?
yeah, he was a villain in the 7th one,
Okay.
and now he's part of like the family at the end of the 8th one.
But then I think I remember hearing though that in the trailer they still don't want to work
Yeah,
together.
which kind of doesn't make sense to me because it's almost like they're forced to work. It's like almost like the first time they're working together kind of thing. It's like, oh, I know this guy. I don't like this guy at all.
Mhm.
But no, here they are. We're together. It looks like I don't know. It's just like a typical action movie.
Mhm.
To like almost like a buddy cop
Mhm.
to the extreme.
And this is Fast and Furious
Presents Hobbs and
Hobbs and
Shaw.
Shaw. So are they gearing up to do other spin-offs? Like Fast and
There's
Furious
talks of like an
Presents?
all female led Fast and Furious movie. Which
the obligatory
Yeah.
female
which is weird because like
members.
if they're going by like continuity,
I've heard a lot of the female characters are dead.
yeah, there's
Right?
one,
That's still
two.
alive. Yeah.
You got Michelle Rodriguez who's been in since the first one, and Jordana Brewster technically, but her character was kind of written off the same time as Paul Walker's was.
They were like a couple, were they?
Yeah, they were like the love interest of these movies, and like in the 7th one, they'll write the Paul Walker's character off. It was like he started having a family, so he didn't want to be a part of it. He wanted to still be a part of it, but like the crew was like, no, we hear this is too dangerous. So yeah, after that, I think because I'm trying to think of other female characters, and yeah, they're all dead. Like you had Gal Gadot, she was Gal Gadot. I don't know. She was in 4, 5, and died in the 6th one.
Okay.
There was another female character who just died in the last one, and I think that's it for like the female outside of Michelle Rodriguez. So
Should be a good
But,
movie star.
yeah,
Michelle Rodriguez.
and like it's like she's almost like refusing to do another Fast and Furious movie too, until it's there's more a better representation of the females in it. So
Don't really blame her.
So-
I can't really blame her.
yeah, like these movies are all about like half naked ladies anyway when they are in it. So I can totally understand where she's coming from. So that was one trailer that came out. Another little one. There was another little teaser of Toy Story 4.
Oh yes.
They show them at like a carnival setting, and you got the new characters that are voiced by Key and Peele, picking on Buzz Lightyear. Not much is shown. They're showing very little of this movie. And
I feel like though what they have shown is so broad too. Like so we know there's gonna be
like
you
yeah,
know,
like the
this
first
carnival
little tease,
toys.
yeah, like the first teaser where it introduces like the sport
here
or whatever, and then this little teaser's like carnival setting, and like he's not even like in this one at all. It's like so. Could it be like a
Yeah,
kind
is
of
that sport character going to be a big?
is he gonna be a part? Is like the new carnival prize toys thing? Are they gonna be? How big is Earl gonna be? Like, is it like a two stories going on at once kind of thing? And maybe there's like
Yeah.
a separation of the toys and whatnot.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's going to be good, but you know, it would be kind of interesting just to know. Like, I feel like I can't remember. Well, no, I remember like seeing the trailer for the third one and being like, "That's exciting. I want to see that
Yeah,
happen." Seeing this trailer, I'm like, I'm sure it's going to be good, but it's
Yeah.
not something that I'm like, "Oh, I really need
yeah,
this."
yeah.
You know, so
So it'll be interesting. Like, I assume it'll be like a legit trailer probably
yeah,
in the
definitely.
next
Definitely.
month or so, which is weird because it comes out before Frozen 2, and that just we just got like a
right?
big
Yeah.
trailer for that. And other little trailer like these are like the four that stood out to me, I guess. They're remaking the Twilight Zone TV show. Speaking of Key and Peele, Jordan Peele, rebooting, yeah. For I think CBS has like a streaming CBS
Yeah.
access or something like that.
Sure.
And
Yeah, for sure.
it was just like nothing storytelling wise in the trailer. It just kind of shows the football stadium. It's like supposed to be like a footage of the game or whatever, and it glitches out, and bam, there's no one in the stadium anymore, and you got Jordan Peele doing the Twilight Zone narration and whatnot. You have the little creepy music. I've never seen anything. But I'm familiar with some of the stories.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
like especially the old one with the one that's parodied all the time is the
William Shatner one.
the Terror at 50,000 feet or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one with
Yeah.
William Shatner. Yeah.
I just remember that because of The Simpsons for the most part.
Yeah.
And it's been, and then there's like other ones and whatnot. It's popular over there.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I really love the first incarnation of the Twilight Zone. I know there was
Spielberg did a movie, which was like
yeah.
three.
I don't know if he directed it or if he was just a producer. I don't know.
Which
if
I
he
understand was just like three
Yeah.
stories in
Yeah.
one thing kind of thing.
Where yeah, that I think was like the first time like a major like an actor died on a set too,
Okay.
at that movie. Horrific like accident on the set. Yeah. So, but then there was like maybe late '90s or early 2000s reboot as well with it was Forrest Whitaker was the
Okay.
host.
Okay.
I never watched any of that either. But yeah, the first I really love the first few seasons of the Twilight Zone.
Rebooted one or
Yeah.
like the
original, like
Okay.
Rod Serling
which
one.
is like what 50s.
Yep, 50s into the 60s. Yeah.
Other than that, before we get to the one that we all talked about, I think there was a teaser for Guillermo del Toro's next project, which is like, are you stories to tell in the dark?
Oh yeah. Okay. I didn't see this.
I guess there was more than one, but like there was just freaky little stuff. There was trying to think if there was anything else of note for movie wise, and which I don't think it was. So before the big one, there was a in-game teaser spot, TV spot during the Super Bowl, which is kind of funny because it was like the very first thing
Oh yeah.
advertised, where I didn't think it was the trailer for it at first. because you got all these got all these Super Bowl shows that have like celebrities in them, and when I look on TV and it's like Chris Evans sitting there, and I was like, oh, it's just a commercial for him, but then
It's
the Endgame trailer, and then like by the second I realized what it is, the trailer's done. Yeah.
But a lot of really cool things
Yeah.
in this.
A lot of more shots, more the more they show, the more I still don't believe that they're only showing the first 15, 20 minutes. I mean, they're not showing a lot anyway.
No.
But like, if it's only the first 15 minutes, we're visiting a lot of places in the first 15 minutes of this movie.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Rocket with the group, kind of thing.
Yeah, that is neat. Because like, yeah, at the tail end of Infinity War, he does interact with other people, but for the most part, it was just him and Thor. This, it really seems like, yeah, he's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Along
And
the
like,
ride the whole
because he
time.
like, I would assume like maybe he went on his own path because he's like, I don't know these people. I'm stuck on this planet,
Yeah.
wherever. So he's trying to get out on that. So it's nice to see him. So yeah, this shows like starts with like Steve Rogers at like a support group, whatever, which is very like that's how he met Falcon.
Right.
Was
That's right.
like, the second scene I think with Falcon and Winter
Yeah,
Soldiers
I
and
went to go see him at the like
support group or
yeah,
like
the
a
veterans.
PTSD or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So-
Yeah, I remember that.
So I was watching one. We get all these people that analyze all these videos, where it's like 30-second show, but there's like 30-minute videos of what people think. You have people say like he's at a support group and like all these people talking about how they lost people and he wants to like explain what happened, but he can't because
Yeah.
I think it's more or less I think he's at where he like that same room and everything. And I
Okay.
think he's just by himself thinking like
Oh yeah.
like
I don't know. It seems like
you know,
yeah, like obviously that narration I don't think is necessarily being delivered during that scene, but it really seems like he's reacting to someone or like trying to hold. Because like yeah, kind of like how people are saying yeah, it seems like he's trying like he wants to say what happened but he can't. Like it does seem like he's either reacting to someone
Yeah.
or trying to keep something in, and you know.
So we go from that, and it's just I think just a couple just other little shots of Ant-Man and War Machine suiting up. You got like a shot of like Thor in some place. Shot of Rocket Raccoon.
Well, yeah, the shot of Thor. There's a lot of speculation that that's Thanos' farm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Read that. That could be. He could be.
It might be. I don't know.
He could have this like obviously out of all the characters, he probably has the most need for revenge because he's the one that
Bungled it.
Yeah, right?
the most.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think
he goes out on his own. Maybe it's just he wants to see where Thanos is, whatnot. The big question with this movie is how much is Thanos going to be in this one. There's a lot of like gray area, like because there's a lot of rumors that like he's not even the bad guy in this one. It's a greater threat, but I think there'll be a greater threat alluded to, but I think honestly think like this has to end. This movie needs to, this movie can't end on like another cliffhanger. This has to wrap up.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. And
I still think he's the bad one. I've read some theories that like he's on the farm and then like during since there's rumors like a lot of time travel, he has to go out and then he sees one of the jewels go missing because there's like time travel and they must get one or something like that. So he like said okay, let's go and fight these guys again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the money shot of this one was obviously there's well no sorry before I get there there's some rumors that like a lot of shots of the shower is edited out a person, which rumors galore. It could be anyone. Like there's a scene where I think it's like Black Widow, Captain America,
yeah, they're all
Mark
looking up at the
Ruffalo,
sky.
and there's like a gap between. There's rumors from it could be Captain Marvel. There's rumors saying like because there's a rumor that like Hulk and Bruce
separate.
Banner split.
No.
No.
Yeah, it's probably Captain. Like, if it is, it might not be anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 50-50 on those kinds of things where they're like, oh, you know, they wouldn't have left that big gap there. Sure, they could.
Like
they
not
definitely
everyone
could.
stands that close. Like nobody's standing close to each other when they're running
that's
towards
how they
something.
would frame a shot. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, but least of all, I buy it.
Yeah.
And the Hulk separate. But
So you got this speech of the whole thing about how everyone, I think it's the line is like, most people move on, or will try to move on or something like that, but not us. and the last shot of this teaser trailer was the remaining Avengers that are on Earth lining up. Looks like they're ready to go somewhere. Biggest thing I ever, like, rumor wise, and what I assume is that they're ready to do some time jumping.
Yeah.
So it'll be. But,
Well, there's all that speculation of like the toy leaks, like in those red and white,
yeah,
and those kind of
Which are
reminiscent
now-
of the quantum realm suits that
Hank Pym
and-
wore. So it could be.
Maybe.
They could just be ready to go to battle.
Yeah.
Like maybe there's so many things that go on because you have who was Hawkeye fighting in the first trailer, right?
Yeah, just some random baddies,
Right,
on the
like
street,
just-
like just some hoodlums.
Something's got to go on currently
Yeah.
before they got to think of.
I'm really, I'm so curious. We all want answers, but I don't until April 26th. I don't
Right.
want them.
There's so many things. It's people are like, oh well, he's fighting Skrulls, and I'm like, well, that sounds cool, but you can't.
No.
It's too much. You can't. They're too big to throw in,
Yeah.
and leave that for the
I'd
Captain
say
Marvel.
he's probably just out there,
Trying to find
brooding and,
answers to something.
Yeah, and he's probably I could see him just maybe he's going around being a dark vigilante and someone's looting or something like that in
And
the
he
street.
just-
He just goes and murders them. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
and that's why she looks so shocked.
Yeah, yeah.
Because how Black Widow looks. So,
That's my
um,
guess, but I mean, it could be. Yeah.
interesting to show that they're not really hiding Ant-Man in these trailers, because he's the last cliffhanger we had before. For Captain Marvel, and we're all to assume he's stuck in the quantum
Right.
realm.
Exactly.
But we're being shown that
Yeah.
he gets out, obviously.
Yeah.
How is one
Yeah.
question, but you think maybe he's just maybe they shot this after credit scene after they shot Avengers 4, so it's kind of
Yeah.
had plans they could have had something. It happens all these directors obviously have their own visions. There's been many reports of Josh Whedon, for example. He did the after credit scene for Age of Ultron, and the writers for Infinity War, and they were we have no idea what he was trying to do there.
Yeah.
So it could be anything like that, but it's just very interesting about they hide so much, but they're not hiding that he gets out of this quantum realm thing. But then again, he could be just editing these things.
Yeah, exactly. That could be, maybe that's
The
Captain
scene-
Marvel next to
The
War
scene
Machine.
where it could be freaking Iron Man for all
It could be
because
Iron
it's
Man
almost
too.
the same kind of.
That's Iron Man 2 trailer, right? Of
Yeah.
them both of their helmets
Yeah.
going down. It's very reminiscent
Reminiscent,
of
right?
that. So
So
yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
never
Yeah,
know.
if they swap it out and it's
So-
actually Iron Man then.
that'd be great if all these shots in the trailers are just edited.
Yeah.
Because there's a rumor now saying the money shot in the Infinity War trailer where it shows the whole crew running towards.
Yeah.
There now people are saying, well, what if that's an Endgame shot?
Oh yeah.
Because there's a rumor that there's another war at Wakanda or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, Steve Rogers had his beard and long hair in that shot, but again, they could edit that. That could have just been
so
edited. I hope it doesn't just culminate in another fight in
No.
Wakanda.
no,
But if
I
they're
think
there and something,
I think
guess
if there's
with time travel and stuff though, it's almost
so many there's a million things that
it's almost like
I think it's going to accumulate to another war in New York. I think it's going to be reminiscent to
that's
there's toy leaks and whatnot.
and set leaks.
Yeah.
There's set photos of even Ant-Man
so-
being.
So
Oh yeah.
because I've read because when I said there's the rumor where he sees the stone missing and whatnot.
Okay.
One of the same people did that rumor was they go back to the Battle of New York. They win, get this Infinity Stone from the Scepter or whatever, and someone must have slipped that they're doing this to prevent Thanos, and obviously back then they would have no idea who that is, and that catches Loki's attention, and that's what causes more things. But I think because it's just more of a full circle thing. Where the first time they got together was in New York, Battle of New York. I think that's gonna be.
Okay, you don't think that it's.
I don't think it's gonna be like I said, doing another War of Wakanda to kind of cheapen it out, kind of thing. I think it's gonna be another battle at New York with and I think they're gonna recreate the iconic shot that was in Avengers, but with the rest.
Circling?
Yeah.
Oh,
With everyone,
oh, yes, please.
right?
Oh, man, I actually almost got goosebumps
So
thinking about
that still gives me goosebumps when I rewatch Avengers 1.
Yeah.
That money shot.
Thinking of, like, Falcon and Winter Soldier and
Yeah.
War Machine and the Hulk, like, the...
Now, speaking of,
plus all the other ones. The
Falcon.
Guardians, can you...
Yeah.
That would be like a 10-minute long...
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
Just get
Doctor
to...
Strange,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
So, speaking of Captain Falcon...
the
Punch.
Nintendo character,
Yeah.
Captain Falcon.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I'm sorry, Dennis, but I think... Winter Soldier?
You had an interesting idea, tidbit. We talked about the trailer shortly after it came out, and there's a shot of looks like Captain America. We're putting on his shield.
Yeah.
There looks like there's some shaking, kind of like
Yeah.
nerve shaking.
Yeah.
My go-to thought was just maybe it's like he going to fight Thanos, whatever, and it's just not going to end well. But you had an interesting thing saying it might not even be.
Might not be Steve Rogers.
It could be whoever could be taking the mantle after.
I think it would be. Okay, so it's obvious. We know it's not. We know it's not Bucky.
Yeah.
We know it's not Falcon.
Yeah.
It's a white hand. It's a white person. And it's not. It would have been. Right. If I can't remember exactly, but I know it's the arm that would be Bucky's metal arm. So it's not either one of them. I think, and this is just like, I know this isn't the case. Like I know it's obviously Steve Rogers, and he is just like this is the biggest challenge of his life. Like I'm sure that's it. But how neat would it be if it was Tony? Like he has no Iron Man suit anymore, and like that's his like last thing. Like Steve Rogers is like everyone's dead, and like his Iron Man suit is destroyed, and like that's like the last thing there that he can pick up, and like that was him saying like, oh, you're not worthy of the shield, and like he has to pick up the shield, and
like he's not like so.
I don't know. It could be anything.
Because that's really cool. Like I like the idea. Like that's almost in the same vein as like Captain America picking up Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
And like a showdown, and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So it'd be cool to see stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything more to say about this very exciting little 30-second trailer?
I'm sure there is stuff we could say, but I mean, like for now, it's just.
We'll more than likely get another full-length trailer before.
I hope not. Honestly, I really.
We say that, but we know it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I'm pretty sure I promised everyone before the first one came out, don't watch it, and I was like the first one to send everyone the link.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm gonna not watch the next one. You can send me a link to it if you want. Like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. It's getting too close. Like it's like we're almost in March now, so we got Captain Marvel soon, and then after that it's
like it's like more than so we're March 8th I think
is
Captain Marvel, and then because it's at the end of April, so it really
almost
is like
2
months.
But
but like within. Yeah, so
it'll go by fast.
Yeah, it's exciting, man.
So I think that's it for Super Bowl trailers. It was a nice little showcase of a couple movies.